Welcome back everyone. Today I want to continue reviewing En Vogue's catalog with their fourth album, Masterpiece Theater. Now this will be the final En Vogue album I'm reviewing on this channel. EV3 was an album that came and went, and that led to their label situation. They left East West Records to join Electric Records. And again, I don't really have too much to say in the premise because not much was going on with the group. This is the first album to have zero involvement from original member Dawn Robinson. For this album, the girls decided to make nursery rhyme interpolations in this project. Now in the thumbnail, I said En Vogue fans don't claim this album. And the reason I say this is because when I saw them in concert earlier this summer, they did not perform a single song from this project. Also, their fans may have realized that En Vogue was past their primes, and other R&B girl groups have took their place, like Destiny's Child, 702, 3NW's. They were popular in the turn of the new millennium. Today I'm going to review this album, and unlike the past three projects, this was the first time I ever listened to this album. To know what I think about this album, stay tuned and find out. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation. Riddle was the only single promoted with this album. This song interpolates Two Little Indians' nursery rhymes and it samples My Lovin'. This song is a take on infidelity, as the ladies believe their partner has been cheating on them throughout the week. And I'm impartial with this. The production's all over the place, but the girls do give a solid performance. But that's the problem. It's solid, just not great. All I'll say. I don't know if it's a guitar or the girls themselves in the background, but the production steals the show. Max handles most of the song as she empowers women to let go of negativity, and they refuse to let sadness, envy, and insecurity to overwhelm them. I do like the production, and I don't really have any major issues with this song. Falling in Love feels like an early 2000s R&B record, as it takes on the mix of emotions of falling in love. This song has that sense of unreadiness to fall in love. Max also makes a line that says, "There's no software for love." But this song spells album cut. It's not bad, just not good either. This song starts off the En Vogue Love Suite portion of the album. And I'm already cringing at the production as it samples the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies from the Nutcracker. The production really makes me wince when I hear this, and Cindy has a rough patch at the end of the song, and because of this, I can't go back to it. Sad But True samples Beethoven's Moonlight Sonatas, and finally there's a sample that works here. The song puts them in a position where their conflicting in a relationship is really over. It emphasizes the need for acceptance. For me, this was the main highlight on the album. That was when it transitioned to Love Won't Take Me Out, which is the best song on the album. But this song samples Sergei Ramakrov Prelude in C sharp minor, OP3 and number 2. I know I mispronounced his name, my apologies. Max once again gains control of the song as she uses a past relationship pain and heartbreak to regain control of herself. And I think each verse takes us through every phase of heartbreak. There's also a bridge where the girls have a breakdown, not quite similar to My Lovin', but it's still good. For me, this is the best song on the album. Definitely check it out. But if you want to capture the real essence of the album, listen to Sad But True first, then listen to Love Won't Take Me Out, as that transition was flawless. Whatever Will Be the last song of the Love Suite, and this samples Doris Day, Que Sera, Whatever Will Be, Will Be. I thought this was a direct cover of the song, but En Vogue's version is different. The content feeds into the previous song, but they have feelings for this ex. But the ladies are happy where they are, even if the result wasn't in their favor. This would be fine if Love Won't Take Me Out wasn't on the album, but as is, I don't have any issues with this one either. Why did this song sound like it could have been produced by Wu-Tang? And we have this version of Let It Flow, as the content of that song is similar. It celebrates the power of love with music, with either a tuba or a trombone in the background. I couldn't really dignify what instrument I heard, and the fact that the world will be incomplete without music. But if you ask me, I prefer Let It Flow. It's not bad, but it could have been better, just saying. For Latin Soul, when I heard this song, I was disappointed. The production's fine, but a song called Latin Soul, I would expect some Latin elements, and this song doesn't have any of it. And that's really all I have to say about this one. Let's just move on. Work It Out is another production highlight as the bass makes this song very funky. The song talks about a relationship that is falling apart and they doesn't know how to fix it, so just work it out. It will be fine, but I don't know, something's missing about this. Might be the repetitive content from En Vogue, and this didn't stick the landing the way I thought it would. Those Dogs is the worst song on the album. The song starts off okay with Cindy's acapella singing as it samples George Bizet's Habanera from Carmen, but she pulls the all men are dogs narrative. The production is too slapdash for me to enjoy this, and it's also featured Terry's worst vocal moment in her career, where in the last line of her verse, it features her worst instance of over singing. Now the rap verse, which is performed by Eclipse, is convinced that he's not a dog, and not only men are dogs, women can also be dogs too. This is just annoying. It's a bad song, definitely skip it. Number One Man's the final song on the album as it interpolates the staple singers' Let's Do It Again. This song explores a long-term friendship transitioning into a full-blown relationship. They acknowledge that they may fight, but it's okay. It's key for the relationship to keep going. The groove reminds me of Terry Ellis' Slow Dance from her solo album Southern Gal. But for an album closer, this is a good album closer. It's fine. And that concludes this album review. Obviously, I don't have much to say about this project. There are good moments, there are bad moments, and more importantly, there isn't anything that stands out about this project. And that's why I'm giving Masterpiece Theater a 5 out of 10 ranking. And this album will be the final to feature Maxine Jones as she left the group at year's end, and it started the lineup changes era. But if you want to know more about that, stay tuned for En Vogue's bio video. Anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comments below. What is your favorite song from Masterpiece Theater? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.